I thought they just put really good at-bats on him. Even the first time through when we didn't score, I thought there were some really good at-bats. Gary lined out, and then obviously Starlin, looked like we could have had a couple runs in the first inning. But then they put it the second time through. We put a bunch of good at-bats on him, and they got to him.
You look at Starlin. It looks like he's going the other way more often this year with ease. What do you attribute that to?
Well, I just think he's sticking with a plan. They've talked about it. He and the hitting coaches about the plan they want him to use, and he's stuck with it, and it's worked.
Hicks with a big 3-run shot. Does he continue to open your eyes?
Yeah, I mean, he's just played really, really well for us. Wherever we put him, we've moved him around, and that's why I continue to give him at-bats, because he's been a force.
I imagine you don't want to have to get Dylan up in that situation, but do you like the fact that he gets one under his belt in that situation?
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't pitched a whole lot lately, so, it's not the worst thing for him to pitch tonight. You don't necessarily want to use him, but, it worked out okay.
Joe, you said Starlin's sticking with the plan. What's the plan?
I'm not going to give you the plan. Come on, man. You want to know my signs?
He's up to like 350. Is he a guy you think could make a run at a batting title?
I mean, he did it in Chicago, right? He made a run for a bat. He had over 200 hits one year, right? So you got to figure he was in the mix. So, I mean, he's a talented hitter. When he swings and strikes, he's really good.
What were your thoughts on Pineda tonight?
Kind of mixed. I know he gave up a couple home runs, but I thought he battled. He had to sit through some long innings, and sometimes that can be a little bit difficult. You think about it, he gave up the first 2-run homer after a 5-run fourth, and then it can be a little bit difficult. But I thought he was okay.
You've said your offense was going to score more, but why has it been so potent?
Well, we've had guys get on base a lot, and we've had guys hit home runs. That's a pretty good combination.
Joe, did you get the sense that facing a pitcher like this came in with the major's lowest ERA among starters? The guys kind of went to that as a challenge.
I didn't hear him speaking of that. Maybe they did. I just think that they swung the bats really pretty good the whole year, and they just continue to do it.
Joe, the last couple of years, you've scuffled. You've seen them scuffle sometimes with offensive brownouts and so forth.
Who's that?
This is the team. This is the offense. I mean, the last couple of years, sometimes I've gone through stretches of how enjoyable is it for you to see. I mean, I think 7 or 8 times now you guys have scored double-digit runs, which is one fewer than all last year.
Well, I mean, it's been fun to watch. I mean, these guys have really played hard. They've played well. They've run the bases. They've hit for power. They've been patient. They were patient on Vargas. They made him work tonight. Even though he got a quick out here and there, they still made him work.
What does depth have to do with your lineup success?
I think a lot, because you can give a guy a day off, and the guy that comes in plays well, and it keeps him fresh. And it's going to be really important here because we're 20 days in a row, and I think after that we got a fairly long stretch after that too. So it's going to become really important.